out as the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Check 55 to Mike. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Switch. Kill.
Prescott on first down. Connects here with the tight end, Blake Jarwin. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
Your trip is here.
Across midfield to the 48-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Draw play, Elliott. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And it brings up 3rd down.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
Prescott from the gun. Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's see what you got. He's coming. Alert. We got top alert. Got it. Check. Alert. Pause. One set. Check Mike 54. Stop your butt.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Mike 5-4.
A first down carry by Elliott. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
9 yards. First down, Dallas.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. Bringing him to the ground defensively, Tedrick Thompson.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Back. Hey, Phil. 47.
On first down, it's Elliott, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. On 2nd down now, it's Elliott, and he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now Prescott steps away to his left. Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Good, guys. 4 down. Hey, 0.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he's able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Alert. 18. One left. There.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
We're scoreless after one. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Let's go double count right here. Double count. Check 24. 36 power. Good. Motion. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. I got one. Hey, watch that. Good.
Here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Got it. Deuce. One plus. 54 Mike. Oh, try. Check. Watch 54.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson flushed out right. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 18. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Check hot route. Hot. Mike's 54. Switch up.
Again, Wilson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
What? 380. Mike's 5-4. Good job right there. 54 is Mike. Check. 54. Strip that ball. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. It's coming this way. Here we go. Check.
Wilson will throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he is all the way up past the 25. While we have a second, wanted to check in on how the first-year head coaches are doing, because week 1 was not very kind to them. They went 1-6-1. Matt LaFleur was the only winner. But week 2, not a ton better, Charles. They were 3-5.
And really not a surprise. And remember, Freddie Kitchens and Adam Gase squared off on Monday night with Freddie Kitchens and the Browns getting the victory. But Bruce Arians, Matt LaFleur, they won this week as well. But again, not a major surprise, because typically, if you're a new head coach, you took over a bad team. So you're just trying to build and get better. But Matt LaFleur right now, the clear winner, 2-0 in the early going.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey. You got 3. 3 down.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey. 4 down. Check 4.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Check right. Mike 50. Here we go.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. 12. Run left. Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You ain't got nothing. Mike 54.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he finds Penny. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Gun. Yeah, I'm here all day. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
On first down, Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Mike 54. We own them. 54 is Mike. Check.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. David Moore, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Double up. He's coming, double up.
Touch 50.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. It's complete to Lockett. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Mike 54. I'm coming.
I'll go special. 14.
Watch the ship. Watch out.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here first and 10. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now second and 13. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Cowboys' all-time receptions leader, Jason Witten, the intended target. But now it's third down. The Cowboys on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Kill. 27.
He's not going to get me.
Mike 50.
Here we go.
Everybody kill.
Hey, check. Mike 50.
26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, 2nd quarter as they come up on 1st and 10.
Switch, move, please. Look, guys, 4 down. Hey, 0.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. I got you.
Hey, let's go double count right here. Double count.
Right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Go, 14. There. One left. 54.
Hey, let's get off the field, D. Come on. Taco.
Go. 40.
Mike 5-4. Go. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Danny.
Here's Wilson to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well.
Me and you all day.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Front left.
Penny, a first down carry. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Watch that.
Watch the screen. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch
14.
Watch the run. Pick the edge. Come.
Go, 14.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
To throw is Wilson. Going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Buying time to his left. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. We ain't giving up 26.
Now Prescott. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway.
Keep playing hard.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the 3rd quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it in a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
4 down, 4 down.
I got you, I got you. Hey, watch that, Check.
Now Wilson on first down. That one's going to be complete to David Moore. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Here I come, here I come, here I come.
Hey, 0.
Check.
Bang out, bam. Got it.
Here's Wilson. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Robert Quinn just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. Going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
54, right there. 54, Mike. 3 buzz.
One left.
Who's that? Is that yours? Who's that?
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, watch that. Check, Mike, 54. Ricky.
Left pass.
Check,
14. Gun.
61. Max Fox. Mike. Delta.
Hey.
Mike's 5-4.
19.
Say nothing. 54.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took Their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Here's Prescott. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the run.
Wilson. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And a Cowboy first down.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of 2 there. Second down. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 27 yards there, a first down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 yards, a first down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
They'll run on first down. Elliott. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go, 46. 26.
On second down, Elliott. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Prescott from the gun. A bullet throw, but incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I tell you what, it's kind of hard to imagine. They have not scored a single point, and yet they're in this position, a touchdown drive here, and they're in the lead.
Normally, when you have 0 on your side of the ledger on the scoreboard, you're a little bit discouraged. But when they look over and see their opponents, they don't see a number that's way out there. They don't see a number they can't attain. In fact, they can get it right here on this drive and potentially take the lead.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Go.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
Mike 5-4. I got it. Alert. Go, 4 down. 54. Coming in. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. Quentin Jefferson, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. We're going to 52.
Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
On 1st down, it's Elliott. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. It's a keeper with Prescott. Officially no gain on the sneak, kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only 2nd down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up 3rd down.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Let's make these babies cry.
Prescott to throw this time. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Check girls, check girls, check girls.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. It's been a problem, just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go, 46, 46.
Echo, 54. Here we go, here we go. Hey, watch that. Check, right, 26.
Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of...
a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
At the 44-yard line.
54. Come on. Check 3, check.
Hey, kill. 27, 26.
Well, Prescott here to throw. This one to Jarwin over the middle. And he's taken down inside the 30. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Allen. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Prescott to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 8.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. All day, just like that.
Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Cooper again the target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
I can't believe they even let you play.
We're going to 54. Right in.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
But you know what they say? It's always fun to work on things if it didn't go well in your game with a victory in your pocket. And that's what they've got going forward.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter